At this time, it's my privilege to introduce to you your prior general, Mr. Angelo Gonzalez, to share a few remarks. Come on up, Angelo. Good evening, brothers. It's good to see you all again. I stand here both humbled and grateful. Humbled to lead such a unique group of individuals who are more than capable of leading themselves, and grateful for the friends I now call brothers. But I wouldn't be here today, nor would my Servite brothers be here today, if it weren't for our loving, selfless parents. On behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to thank each and every single parent for the immense sacrifice on sending their sons to such an impactful school. Because of Servite, we are no longer boys, but men of unmatched character. Why men of such unmatched character? Hopefully, I could shed some light on why I say this with such conviction. Although I've been a Servite student for just 4 years, my journey with Servite started at the age of 7, when my oldest brother, Santino, attended school here. Witnessing wrestling tournaments and football games as a young kid became second nature to me. If I were truly honest, I thought I knew it all when it came to Servite. The traditions, the chants, and the rigor. I tried to carry that same attitude coming in as a freshman, but I was dead wrong. My reality check came in the form of a yell from Mr. Flanagan during freshman formation weekend. As we stood tirelessly in the gym, I was told to recite the Salve Regina, but failed miserably. My face turned red and my knees got weary as Mr. Flanagan called out my hypocrisy, that I claimed to be a leader in my Servite application, and yet I did not know Servite's song To Our Mother Mary. After this experience, I knew I was going to be held accountable here at Servite by all the faculty and staff. Mastery of self and centrality of Christ were enforced right off the bat of formation, and that alone has not left my life since. Leaving the gym, we quickly went into our small groups. I went to Bonnie Yukta Red, but there was another kid there, a kid that I continuously butted heads with during formation. His name was Max Colgan. In his words, he said I was trying too hard to be the alpha of the group. Long story short, we put our minor differences behind us, and now have forged a friendship that I see lasting a lifetime. And this is exactly what Servite is about. We are told to embrace our own uniqueness, but part of that is embracing each other's uniqueness too. It would sound pretty cool if I came to this realization myself, but if it weren't for the teachers, I don't think I would have. Freshman year was the start of preaching formation themes, but it was the teachers, the campus ministers, and the administration's guidance and support that helped us each year to become stronger in both our faith and commitment to both ourselves and one another. Towards the end of formation, staring at the grotto, I felt at peace. Although I was next to people who I just met, I was not afraid. Even at the beginning, my brothers were there for me, and I for them. What shocked me most after entering Servite was the presence of God on campus. First off, before entering Servite, I never heard more prayers in a single day. Yet, that made us different. We may pray that extra prayer, and we may study that extra hour, but that's what makes Servite so special. In addition to the continuous praying, the faculty emulated Christ. For those who knew Miss Bonfadini, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She was one of the sweetest teachers I've ever had. She shared her experiences about almost joining the Catholic sisterhood and always went out of her way to better us as students and as young men. As the next couple of years progressed, everyone started to develop their own group of friends. But these were not cliques at all. At Servite, it always felt like we were one. We made sure to stay firm in the foundation that was laid down during freshman formation, necessity of the other. I started to develop a love for my friends that I felt for my own siblings. I would go out of my way to make sure my Servite brothers benefited. This love for them pushed me to seek the opportunities to get involved. I felt the desire to give back to the school and to the students, and it led me to the Prior Leadership Program. But I was not the only one who felt this way. Another one of my friends, Noel Bukowski, felt the need to give back to a community that had given so much to him. We joined Prior the same year. He now serves as Vicar General. At Servite, there are so many students that share this untamable passion to give back. and this high school offers the tools to do so. When you surround yourself with others who share the same passion as yourself, it truly fuels your own. Along with fueling each other's passions, we also competed with one another, brother versus brother. But this was not any type of competition. This was a healthy approach, meant to strengthen each other for what lay ahead. Just like during formation with our small groups, our goal was to encourage positive competition with each other, whether it was in academics or athletics, while still maintaining that brotherhood. Part of necessity of the other is pushing each other to their full potential. In class of 2020, we definitely did that. It was my first AP class in European history with Miss Trinidad. I remember being skeptical about circling on my course request form, but now I was in a desk, scared for my grade. As I looked in front of me, I saw Angie Blanco, right in the same boat. At Servite, you learn to never face challenges alone. The school year went on, and we found ourselves comparing assessments, not for the boast, but to improve one another. That was also the first course where I had Matthew Martinez, the valedictorian of our class. I heard he was the academic big dog on campus, and he probably did not know till now, but he pushed me to better myself academically. When it came to wrestling, wrestle-offs were some of the more intense times. Talk about competition. I had to wrestle off one of my close friends, Valor, for the 152-pound spot. Although I lost, I was pretty upset with myself. This did not affect our friendship. Everyone at Servite understood the importance of competition, but we knew the importance of our brotherhood outweighed it. Necessity of the other was ingrained so deeply into us, it could not be shaken. I had the privilege of going back to formation as a senior and saw firsthand where our values stemmed from. I witnessed the brotherly love between freshmen I had never met before. But what brought them together was their common goal, wanting to be the best possible versions of themselves and accepting each other's uniqueness. They knew this could not be achieved alone. They needed each other and to believe in one another to make it happen. Primacy of faith. As the weekend went on, it was somewhat nostalgic. It reminded me to always cherish those moments that may seem like forever ago, like waking up at 5 a.m. and standing in a gym for hours, but knowing that your brothers are suffering with you too. We all bear each other's cross. Now, reflecting on my time at Servite, not only did my brothers push me, but so did the teachers. They're like a set of second parents. Unlike most places, the teachers at Servite saw beyond my grade. They saw me and my classmates as boys who could use a little molding, and they shared their values and personal experiences to make that happen. Out of all my classes, I have to say Mr. Powers' bird walks were pretty memorable. He somehow turned a simple poem, play, or story into a deep philosophical talk about morality, and somehow it tied back into our reading. It was pretty impressive how those bird walks helped us soar. Freshman formation was the start of preaching the formation themes, but the teachers made sure, through their consistent perseverance, that we never forgot them. Additionally, although it was his first year, our dean, Mr. Conklin, made sure to guide us in the right direction. And through his expertise and discipline, he strengthened the values of our class. Working with him firsthand, he also provided insight, which in turn helped many of our leadership skills grow, so we, the generalette, could lead the school along the right path. Our campus ministry leaders, Servite priests, and Kairos leadership team instilled in us a desire to be a part of Christ, keeping the most important theme of formation, centrality of Christ, at the forefront of our life choices. Certainly, we must remember the gratitude owed to the administration, curriculum, technology, and counseling teams for their diligence, fortitude, and guidance that kept us striving to reach our goals beyond Servite. Obviously, our senior year was cut short by COVID-19 and still affects many people till this day. But during these unprecedented times, I cannot tell you how much my friends and I genuinely missed coming to school. Yes, high school boys miss going to school. That was not a mistype. This statement is a testament to the special place Servite is and how it has impacted each and every one of us. My Servite brothers and I never go a day without talking to each other, whether it be through video games, FaceTime calls, or just regular texting. The brotherhood is so deeply rooted in us that not even a global crisis can unravel it. During this time, I think it is important to find the good that comes from this experience, such as appreciating our family and appreciating our faith. As we have witnessed, life can change in an instant. Therefore, we should appreciate our blessings and cherish the time we have been given, because we never know when our last day will be. Servite brothers, thank you for challenging and supporting me. I would not be the man I am today if it were not for all of you. And to the teachers, thank you for the countless hours you've invested into our future, along with strengthening the morals that keep us firm in our faith. Class of 2020, let us not forget the many lessons and memories we formed here as boys, and now graduate remembering as men. Lastly, let us not forget who we are, faith-filled leaders and men of unmatched character who live out the words written on our grotto. Do whatever he tells you. May God bless us all on our journey after Servite. Thank you.